Good afternoon. Today is March 2nd, 2018, a little after noon here on the East Coast. Today we're going to be talking about stuff a little different. So, to start off, look here on the 15-minute, there's not much going on in regards to price action with Litecoin, but not just Litecoin, literally the entire market, kind of just trading sideways. Market cap is still 452 billion. Kind of just been bouncing around here for the past week, so there's really not much to talk about regarding price. And so that's why I want to focus on some other things today. So first off, I want to play this clip that was sent to me by Litecoin Dad on Twitter. If you're not already following him, make sure to go over and follow him. Hashtag Litecoin fam as well. Join in on the Litecoin community over there on Twitter. Extremely important, like I said before. And this tweet starts off, "That's how fast and easy it is to pay with Litecoin using the Loaf Wallet app. Just bought the new Chicken Arise. Hashtag Chicken Arise tee from Clothing Whale. Hashtag Clothing Whale. And so feel free to go over there and give him a follow as well. And I'll play this clip. So yeah guys, if you're on Twitter, make sure there's some important people to follow over there, and so these are definitely two people you want to make sure you're following. And before I get into the big chunk of what I want to make this video about, I do just want to show this clip. Andreas Antonopoulos is a huge Bitcoin advocate. He's incredibly intelligent, probably the most knowledgeable person on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency today that exists today. So there's this 1-minute clip where he is asked about Litecoin, he talks about it. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So I want to play this clip really quickly. It's only 1 minute and 24 seconds, posted by the Light School. And yeah, let's give it a play real quick.
Valentin asks, what are your thoughts on Litecoin? Do you see it as the silver to Bitcoin's gold? I think Litecoin has actually found a very interesting niche, which is moving faster and with much more rapid development in a very particular area, which is basically Bitcoin only faster. So far, Litecoin has, in many ways, managed to deliver on the promise of silver to Bitcoin's gold, being the first to do SegWit, being the first to do a number of the soft forks, being the first to do atomic cross-chain swaps with or Lightning Network with other currencies. All of those things indicate that it's able to move pretty fast. And of course, by taking a lot of the innovation from Bitcoin and following the core roadmap pretty closely too. So that's a good place to be. That's not investment advice. That just means it's interesting to me to watch what happens in that market as a test of new functions that are coming in. As a technology, it's interesting, and I think Charlie's done a pretty good job steering that.
And then so finally, I thought it would be fun to go through some of your guys' comments on my last video. And what I want to do for this video as well, if you comment on this video, I will be discussing interesting points, interesting things you guys might have brought up in my next video. So I just want to read a few comments that I've gotten. The first one's not super related, but this is, I guess, a question some people might have. CD wrote, "I've got a question that I honestly don't know the answer to. What do you YouTube posters get out of making these videos? Are you getting free coin for marketing? Is it just for enjoyment, fame, question mark? What do you get out of it?" And then I think he goes on there, kind of the same thing, and I already answered, but I'll just answer it on video as well. I don't have any financial incentive. I don't have ads turned on my videos, which is a way to make money on YouTube. So I don't get paid. I also don't get paid for talking about any coins. Essentially, the main coin I talk about is Litecoin, and I obviously don't get paid for that. And I've stated before that I don't get paid. I've never gotten paid to talk about anything. As well, I don't sell anything, so I don't make money that way. The only way I've put links to donate in my videos before. I stopped for a few weeks, but I received, I believe, a total of like $80 US worth in the past total since the 2 months that I've been posting. So I believe I've made about $80, but I've also donated over 500. So technically I have not made any money. I've actually if you want to look at YouTube as a business, I've actually lost a little over 400 US dollars. So it's definitely not for money. That's not why I make videos. As I stated from the very beginning, and what's still the case, the reason that I make YouTube videos is to keep myself as well as everyone informed. People comment a lot of great things sometimes, and I love learning from those comments as well because they have a lot of great information. So I like learning that. I like also just having a community where people can learn about cryptocurrency and where information can be spread, because crypto is still fairly new and there's not a ton of places that you can get information. You have Reddit and you have other YouTube videos as well, but I just think it's cool that people tune in specifically mainly for Litecoin and basically talk about how they're feeling, their opinions on everything. Most of the comments on my last video I'm not going to go over because a lot of them, if I'm being honest, when I went through and read after the day after I posted the video, most of the comments were saying, you know, why is Charlie shilling Nano, essentially, and a lot of them were kind of personal attacks on Charlie, so I'm not really going to go over those. As I stated in my last video, I did buy Nano like 2 months ago, back when it was called Ryblox, because the technology is pretty important. But yeah, I'm not going to make this video about that, and I'm not going to read most of those comments. None of them were particularly mean, but a lot of them were somewhat critical. Not saying that's a bad or a good thing, just saying it's not going to be something I cover. And then we have a comment here by HT. Litecoin might be looking stagnant and trading sideways, but that's actually a good sign. Litecoin is the only coin breaking out in this bearish trend and actually setting higher highs and lower lows. That is the case when money starts flowing back in, and we'll see if that continues. So far over the past month, you know, that has been the case. So in my opinion, that is really good for Litecoin. And I agree too, I would much rather have it trade sideways than dump, because a lot of times a precursor to a lot of money coming in and big bursts of movement is trading sideways. So that could be a healthy sign as well. We're finding support and just staying there, and so that's good in my opinion. Then we have a comment by Cole here. He basically said exactly, pick survivor coins. He's owned Ryblox/Nano since early December as well. Holding them like other coins, I think, will survive a massive consolidation. So I like this comment because it addresses the fact that, you know, there might be a massive consolidation in the future. And what I mean by that is that a lot of the coins might lose all their value. And, you know, when I say that, maybe 90-95% coins, like I mentioned in my last video, and coins that really have a purpose and a use case and utility, such as Litecoin and Bitcoin, those will be the coins that survive. And so a mass consolidation like that in the future is not crazy to think. As well, I showed in my last video that article about exchanges consolidating. I think that's going to happen regardless of if we want it to or not. And I think the same thing will happen to the actual market and coins in general, that the market will consolidate. And the really important, useful coins will be the ones that survive. Like I said, you know, many ICOs are scams. Many coins have absolutely no purpose. There's over 1,500 coins right now, and there really is no need for there to be that many coins. So a massive consolidation in the future is 100% possible. So just be prepared for that. But if you're holding Litecoin, in my opinion, you're pretty safe, and you're making a smart investment there. And then we have a comment here by Dio, and this is kind of just reflective of like 70 to 80% of the comments I got on that video, basically saying Charlie kind of pissed them off. Shout out to Dio. But yeah, I just use this as an example because, you know, a lot of people are feeling this way, and I just don't want to ignore it, so I'm just bringing it up. So, you know, if you feel this way, I hear you, I understand you, and many other people feel that way. Not saying that I do, but I'm saying that a lot of people have that opinion. And then finally, John Singleton. Definitely love the video as always. Definitely agree with you on the whole consolidation aspect. I think it's funny since Goldman Sachs put $50 million towards Circle, which is what acquired Poloniex, the exchange. It shows you that they see something in the crypto space. And I think that's a good comment, particularly because, you know, traditional financial institutions do see a reason to get into cryptocurrency, and whether we like it or not, that will be the case, and it will most likely bring more money into the market in the long run in terms of traditional financial investors and, you know, traditional money and everything like that. So I don't really see it as a bad thing. Also, at the bottom of this comment, Sterling pointed out CNBC, and I commented about the Bill Gates thing. He had a Reddit AMA a few days ago where he basically said cryptocurrencies are only used for their anonymity, anonymity and for buying illegal things, which is just totally false. And if we look very, not even very deeply, we can see why he has that stance. The Gates Foundation is partnering with XRP, Ripple, which is, not a cryptocurrency like Litecoin or Bitcoin or many other coins. It's a banker's coin. It's very centralized. And you have to think, he probably has his own motives in play when he makes a statement like that. I think it's fair to say Bill Gates is probably a pretty intelligent guy, and he knows that Bitcoin and Litecoin are not just used for their anonymity, but for so much more than that. And the fact that he is trying to make it sound as if, that's the only thing they're used for kind of gives you a little insight to his actual motives. And his motives, of course, are to not have decentralized currencies such as Litecoin become favored payment methods, because that would not be good for his business and that would not be good for his individual money. So it was a little disappointing to see Bill Gates take that stance, but at the same time, what else can you expect from, the founder of Microsoft? But yeah, guys, please make sure to leave comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything. Kind of want to use this video as a platform for people to discuss what's going in the market, their feelings about everything. And if you have a good comment, I would love to feature it in my next video. A good talking point, something interesting regarding that. Something particularly interesting, if you could bring up maybe market manipulation and some facts regarding that, that's something I'm particularly interested in talking about.